With me today, we're gonna have a good time. You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account.
Oh my gosh. Specific answer. They're learning quick. Can we Google it?
Whatever. Okay. He's a quick study.
There's so many words I want to say. Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
I'm John Garver with Yellow Jacket Athletics, and it's time to take a lap, sponsored by National Bank of Commerce. This week we're joined by Assistant Strength and Conditioning Coach Jess Burlingame. Ready to go?
Sure am.
All right. So first off, where's home?
Home is Andover, Minnesota.
Okay. Northern suburb of the Twin Cities, for those unfamiliar.
Correct.
And from Andover, you went to Bemidji State.
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
What made you want to be a Beaver?
I went to campus there.
Okay.
It was right on the lake. That was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love the outdoors, so it was a beautiful campus for that.
Okay.
A lot of trees, the lake, the view was beautiful. Not the warmest place, but we made it through. They do have tunnels, so that was actually a big sell for me. Yeah, loved it at Bemidji.
Okay. And is that when you kind of decided you were going to go the strength and conditioning route when you were there, or is that something you had in your mind beforehand?
I didn't want to be a strength and conditioning coach actually until the summer right before my senior year of college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I majored in biochemistry. I kind of was set in terms of some sort of like chemical engineering, whatever. And then I actually minored in exercise science, so I needed an internship.
Mm-hmm.
And I interned at the University of Minnesota with their athletic program. Just thought, hey, this would be a really cool experience.
Sure.
Don't want to be a strength coach, but it would be cool. So I did that, and I loved it.
And suddenly I want to be a strength coach.
Yeah, exactly. So all my plans changed, and here we are.
What was it? Because was there an it moment that made you go, oh, wow, okay, I had this all wrong, I'm doing this? Or was it just kind of I really like this whole thing?
Yeah, for sure. So I was really big in terms of in the weight room. I lifted on my own before I even got to college. So I loved the weight room, loved being in it.
Mm-hmm.
At the University of Minnesota, they have a high spectrum of technology. And so the sports science was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas at Bemidji State, we're not the University of Minnesota.
Right.
So I didn't know that was a thing in strength and conditioning. So there's a lot of sports science that goes behind it or goes into it. At Minnesota, each coach has like 1 to 2 teams.
Mm-hmm.
So the individualization that you can do at that level, I loved that.
Right.
So even though I don't have that here, I have a few more teams than 1 to 2, but
Put a 1 in front of the 1 or 2?
Yeah, exactly. I try to incorporate a lot of that stuff. So it was just I got to see like the behind the scenes type stuff when I was there. So.
And you're in your first year here. How's the first year been?
It's awesome. I love it here. I was actually telling Bursic this a while ago. This has probably been one of my favorite places that I've worked. Just the overall culture, the collaboration throughout the staff, throughout the athletic department is awesome. I love it here. It feels like home here,
Sure.
So it's great.
I want you to touch real quick before we finish on the. You did some work in Lake Placid with USA Hockey. Talk about that.
I am on staff with Team USA, the women's team. Been out there at Lake Placid. Well, not Lake Placid. The August Festival for 2 years now. Actually, in 2 weeks, I will be going to Canada with Team USA for the USA-Canada Rivalry Series.
Very cool.
And this is news, to my coaches still, but I will be going to Worlds with Team USA. So that is also something that I'm doing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm John Garver. She's Jess Burlingame, and that's a lap sponsored by National Bank of Commerce.